Welcome to T-Mobile Tuesday Night Baseball from Seattle, Washington. We're at Safeco Field tonight for Game 2 of a 3-game set with the Texas Rangers, and this kid is in double bonus land. He's at the ball game, and he got a signed baseball. Couldn't get any better than that. Rangers, Mariners, Dave Sims, Mike Blowers, as we come to you above the A at Safeco Field. There we are! As we get ready, James Paxton and the Mariners looking for their first start of any kind of consequence in terms of length since last Tuesday when Iwakuma went 8 innings in a 5-2 win. James Paxton, let's take a look at the batting order he'll face here tonight.
For manager Ron Washington, leading off, it will be Daniel Robertson. Robertson with a good game last night, leading off again tonight. Then it's Andrews. Alex Rios hitting third against the Mariners in his career, a .319 hitter with 11 home runs and 48 RBIs. Beltre having the best year of any of the Rangers. He will bat cleanup. The DH today, Aaron Sevilla hitting fifth, and it's Rosales. Choice just recalled. He will hit seventh. Chirinos and Odor rounding out the 9 for the Rangers. And for Paxton on the air, looking for his fourth win, a 2.20 ERA, 29 strikeouts, 8 walks. He's given up 3 home runs this year, and opponents hitting just .228 against James. And the defense for the Mariners. Ackley getting the start in left field. Jackson in center. M.D. Chavez out and right now in the infield. Kyle Seager at third. Chris Taylor at shortstop. Cano and Morrison on the right side of the infield. And Jesus Sucre will do the catching this evening. In his last start against the Phillies, 4 innings, just 7 hits, but one run. It was 1 earned run, 4 runs, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. He threw 88 pitches. Had a tough time with his overall command in that outing. Again, not real bad, just the 1 earned run for him. A couple of defensive lapses hurt him. But as Dave was mentioning, need one of these starters to get deep into a ball game.
Let's see how things work out tonight. Daniel Robertson in center field this evening. He was in left field last night. First pitch. Up high for ball 1.
For Paxton, good fastball. He'll be 94 to 96 miles an hour. 12-6 curveball and a changeup.
79 degrees here in Seattle as we take a look at home plate umpire Clint Fagan, an umpire for 9 years, been in major league staff the last 3 years, a major league call-up. 32-year-old Texan Tim Timmons, Jim Wolf, and Todd Titcher, the rest of the crew. Chris Taylor on the backhand. Of course, we get Robertson. And 1 down. Do you get the sense when you're watching BP down the clubhouse and everything, a little bit more pep to the step to the boys today?
I think so, yes. It was a difficult evening, without question, and I think there were a lot of different factors that cost him in the game yesterday, but I expect him to bounce back, and I think one of them would be Paxton on the mound. You take a look at Elias. Went 5 innings yesterday. Had to throw a lot of pitches, though. 101 pitches to get through 5 innings.
And yet, he only gave up the 1 run.
No, he did. I think, but again, we were talking about it. All the starters now, this last turn through, and of course, Felix getting an extra day, Iwakuma getting an extra day. I think it will benefit them, but they need somebody to get deeper in the ball game.
Kuma was the last one to go deep. That was in Philly. 8 innings. What a great game that was. See Felix Friday night. Double bill that is. You get Felix against the Nationals and fireworks. So look at Elvis Andrus. 1 for 4 night for Elvis. And again, opportunity avails itself to the Mariners again on a team that's on a down, 51 and 79. Talked about their profile, the offensive profile for Texas, not what we're used to seeing.
No, it has been a struggle for them, and outside of the guys that Andrews, Rios, Beltre, though, that 3 right there, the rest of it you hardly recognize this lineup. Aaron Sevilla new, Rosales, Choice just recalled, Chirinos the backup catcher, you have Odor, different club. A lot of changes to the Rangers, and it's a big reason why they've struggled this year.
3-1 pitch. Bounce down to Seager. Easy play. 2 down.
That's what you'd like to see from James Paxton. Some strikeouts, but a lot of ground ball outs.
They bring up Alex Rios, the right fielder. 1 for 4 last night. Couple strikeouts. Give you an idea what kind of year it is. Texas, 2 runs last night on a base hit by Aaron Sevilla and a RBI fielder's choice. They left 8 men on the night before against Kansas City, left 12 on, and scored only 3 runs. So Ron Washington in his 8th year, 2-time American League champion. Different kind of year.
Even though Rios is one of his regulars that he's had around, just 4 home runs on the year for Rios. That has been a struggle.
First inning, a breeze for Paxton. Just the start the Mariners needed. Took just 11 pitches to get his 3 outs. The Mariners coming to bat. Oh, here's Nick Martinez. He's trying to follow in the steps of Miles Michaelis, who turned in a heck of a ball game last night for Texas. Mariners have beaten them once this year here at Safeco Field, trying to do it again.
Tonight's starting lineup brought to you by Chevron. Jackson will lead things off, and it's Ackley, Cano, Morales, the cleanup hitter. Seager, Logan Morris in a 9-game hitting streak, 2 for 3 in last night's ball game. Has his average up to 244 now. Taylor, Chavez, and Sucre rounding out the 9 for the Mariners.
Miami-born Nick Martinez went to Fordham University in the Bronx. First pitch is a strike to Austin Jackson. Austin 2 for 5 against Nick. And Austin's got a 6-game hitting streak working. Bounces one to the shortstop, Andrews. Down.
For Nick Martinez, struggled this year. 3-9 record, a 5.13 ERA. In 100 innings, he has 43 walks and has given up 15 home runs. Opponent's average is high for him, 294. And look at the defense for the Rangers. In the outfield, you have Choice in left, Robertson in center, Rios in right. Beltre, the Gold Glover, at third. Andrews and Odor playing up the middle. Rosales at first base, and Chirinos will do the catching.
Dustin Ackley been on an outstanding run. He's driven in 17 runs in his last 18 games. 4 doubles, a triple, a homer, and a .478 slugging percentage.
And for Martinez, his fastball will be 91 to 93 miles an hour. Slider, curveball, changeup, but mostly his slider. He's a fastball slider type of pitcher.
Ground ball to Odor. 2 quick outs. Bring up Robinson Cano.
Watching him take batting practice today. He was hitting the baseball off the cafe out there on the glass. He was trying to generate some bat speed, and the ball was jumping off of his bat.
Fun to watch him take some BP in infield practice. Got all the moves. Third in hitting in the American League behind Jose Altuve and Victor Martinez, and just ahead of Adrian Beltre. Beltre at 325, Cano at 326. Great year for Cano, third in hits behind Altuve and Miguel Cabrera. Fouls that one off. There you have it. It's an impressive group of hitters. Well, Michael Brantley has emerged Cleveland Indians.
Not surprised to see the average for him, but he's also hitting with some power. He's hit some home runs this year.
1-1 to Robbie. Maybe that's some of the power you talked about. Long drive right field. Giddy up. Gone. Home run. Robinson Cano. The Mariners have a 1-0 lead. Good call. He's smiling coming around the bag. He was feeling it. Got it on a 1-1 count. His 12th home run, RBI number 71 for Robinson Cano.
So many times we watch him take his batting practice and he basically stays up the middle of the field. But today he was in launch mode. And he did not miss this pitch. It looks like a curveball, just a hanging curveball that he's able to just rip into the seats. Yeah, it just hangs in the middle of the plate. What an easy swing. Well back into the seats and right, his 12th home run.
It's Kendrys Morales.
Another look at the swing by Cano.
Well, mechanically, it's almost perfect, right? I mean, especially on that kind of pitch, right?
And it gives you an idea how strong he is. Actually out in front just a hair, but able to keep his hands back long enough and drive it into the seats. Full extension. Did not roll over it.
Robbie last homered on the 15th of August against that was at Detroit.
You can see the load and then turn it loose. Try to get the barrel out in front of it. Hey, good catch by the fan. Good look at our McDonald's Supermo and the catch. Yeah.
Very nice. Popped up. Andrews will take care of it. Highlight of the inning, Cano's 12th home run, 71st RBI. They had a good BP and it paid dividends immediately. Mariners have a 1-0 lead.
Rangers, welcome back to Safeco Field. Tom Glasgow with you from the Ford Sports Desk. Let's check in on a team the Mariners may be dealing with before all is said and done in the wild card race. That would be Kansas City. The Royals right now with a 1.5 lead over Detroit for the Central lead, and right now trail Minnesota 1-0 in the top of the 8th as we send it back upstairs to Dave and Mike.
Tom, thanks so much. Adrian Beltre going to lead it off for the Texas Rangers. Mariners lead 1-0 on Robinson Cano's 12th home run. Got it on a 1-1 pitch, 383 feet into the right field stands. Jay Buhner joins us. We know it's official. The homestand is underway with the Bone.
All right, buddy.
Good to see you,
Michael, how are you?
Good.
Good to be back home, I'm sure.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice little East Coast jaunt you all had, huh?
You've made those 5-6 hour flights back.
Yeah, it's sometimes it can be a buckle up, and I think that's what it was yesterday. Like you said, I think it was a little bit of a dud, and rightly so. You hit the wall throughout the course of the season, and hot summer days and the big grind and the East Coast travel. And, chuck and duck right there.
2-0 count, a blistering line drive off the bat of Beltre. And Mike, both you guys can speak to this. In Boston, those long games, played almost 12 hours a game.
Right, and I tried to explain to people today because it's difficult, but you try to trick your body into working. You try to get your mind right. And I think if you talk to the guys, they all felt like they were ready to play. But there's sometimes you just can't help it. And Dave, you and I talked about it last night. How did we feel? I mean, it was just and can you imagine having to go down there and play? It was just one of those games. It was just, you just have to file it and move forward. And the guys, I was watching them today in their workouts. They were doing much better in their workouts, moving around. They did a lot of early work today, so I think that they're fine and back at it.
Lomo had a lot of good things to say about the kid last night who pitched Michaelis, but he said, fatigue was a factor.
Yeah, I mean, that's politically correct. I mean, you know, at the same time, you got to tip your hat and remember that even though it's Texas and you know, the record speaks for itself, it's still a big league ball club, and you never know. Sometimes the matchups don't work out, but I think it's safe to say that last night fatigue had a lot to do with it. But you know, and then Robbie answers the bell right out of the first inning, gets a run on the board early, which helps out with Paxton. Hopefully that's they're off to the races. You know, you're gonna, like you said, you're gonna have a dud or two throughout the course of the year. See how you bounce back from it.
And Sevilla drove in the first run of the ball game last night, pops it up. Taylor puts it away. See, Cano looked at him. Taylor looked at him. It's on your side of the bag, pal.
I got it. You take it. That's kind of brings back AB whenever him and you know, every time a ball. I mean, he
still does it.
I know. I mean, he has such a great time. I mean, he was giving Robbie some love as he's rounding third base. I mean, he's so animated and is into the game and loves the game. But I always love it. I was watching the game last night. The pop up to shortstop and he acted like he was going to catch it. I mean, it's like Junior used to do that stuff to me out there. And all it takes is one, though.
Did you ever clank it?
No, I never clank you very much. But man, I tell you what, it's like there's nowhere to hide if that happens.
Knowing Junior, he got right up on you.
Oh yeah, I got it. No, you take it. Whoa. All right, go gadget arm. Thank goodness.
And Rosales 1 for 4 last night. Beltre at first. It's Paxton. Goes 1-1 here to Rosales.
I know you've been busy and been moving around a little bit, but have you had a chance to watch these guys much since you were here last time?
Absolutely. They're fun to watch, man.
Right.
I mean, it's exciting ball games, and especially all the games in Boston were awesome, especially that 2-out Lightning. Good grief in the ninth inning. Are you kidding me?
Center field for Mr. Jackson.
That don't happen very often.
No,
I guess one of the best closers consistently in baseball.
Well, it's never happened to him.
Yeah.
So I think, though, you know, looking at it, Jay, it was interesting. The pitching has been so important. We all know that. And they have the best pitching staff in the American League. Starters through the bullpen, no question about it. But to see the guys go out there and struggle a little bit, and then to watch the offense pick things up, it was good to see, and some big innings for them.
Because you guys have been talking all year long, you know, the starters have been going deep in the games. The bullpen's been coming in. It's been pretty easy from that standpoint. But, you know, the last 5 starts have been a little rough. And so, I mean, and that's understandable. So it'll be good to see Paxton bounce back tonight. And he's already got that little 96 cutter in on the hands. You can tell by the rollover Beethovens to the infielder. So they need him to give him some innings and give the bullpen a little bit of rest, because they haven't been used very much. They haven't been beat up. Lloyd's done a heck of a job on using them and not overusing them. They're sitting in a pretty good seat.
One of the things that I think you and I were talking about probably about a month ago was just figure out a way to get one more run a game. And it's just one more
in the game.
And since the trade deadline, that's what they have been doing. And Austin Jackson has done a great job leading off, playing center field for these
what
guys.
What a score to get him.
And then Dustin Ackley gets hot at the same time. So you have those two at the top of the lineup, right?
Yep.
Check swing by Michael Choice. It will go foul. Choice just called back from AAA Round Rock yesterday.
Just a 92-mile-an-hour fastball at the bottom of the strike zone. It looked like the cutter that Jay was talking about was going to tie him up. Tried to check his swing. Kyle was playing deep, did not have a play, and decided to let it go foul. Good move.
He had that 8-grain bat up there that he didn't want to get sawed off, so he's like, all right, I'll just do an excuse me swing right here. Although he almost got him a knock.
Almost.
Little attitude adjuster.
Paxton dealing 2-1. (3-1) to Choice, obtained from Oakland during the offseason.
You know, Texas doesn't even. I mean, there's not very many familiar faces. They've used 58 guys or something. That a record. I mean, they tied the record for the most.
One short.
One short.
One short. Well, I think it's safe to say what the September call-ups that's going to be.
Well, with all the good things that man has done for the organization, and
I agree.
You know, it's just
I
one
know
of those
where you're
years.
going.
Yeah.
I hope they don't make some drastic move.
No,
you're right.
I don't see that happening.
But you never know. I mean, he was kind of on the hot seat coming in, but
he's won a couple of American League championships for him.
What have you done for me lately?
I hear you.
He is a good man.
He's one of the best baseball guys that have been around.
Plus, I watched him throw a tremendous BP today. It's always good to see. You know, he's tremendous, right down the middle.
Who wants it?
Watch the helmet. That away.
Sucre was well aware. Good call. Seager puts it away. Kind of stranded. Beltre led off with a single, and that's it. 1-0 Mariners. They're 1-0 at Safeco Field. And right now, time for Seattle City Light Power Play. And he jumps on this breaking ball. Mike had just talked about how great a BP it had just peppering the cafe out there. And he goes large with his 12th home run. 71st run batted in.
Well, what's great is when you're practicing it, trying to generate, and it looked like he was just trying to generate some bat speed, get the barrel out in front, and he was hitting the ball off the cafe. And it just so happens sometimes timing works out that way. Yeah. Hanging breaking ball didn't hurt either.
And being really good.
Well, being really good helps.
Kyle Seager leads off. Played the most games of all the Mariners. Number 128 for him. Leads up the club in home runs and RBIs.
Another solid year for him.
Trying to go 3 straight years with 20 or more home runs.
It's what you like to see, isn't it, Jay? A young player, and every year watch him improve, get better, and he continues to work hard.
He's got a good idea, Mike. You know that. I mean, now he goes up there and he does his scout report. There's a lot of homework, and he'll go up there and he'll sit on certain pitches, and he knows that sometimes it's not all going to work out, and he knows he's going to have to tip his hat. But there's been several times this year you can tell he's sitting on a certain pitch, and he had missed it. That 3-0 pitch the other day.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's all over it.
I mean, most guys don't. We had that discussion. Most guys, everybody's like, well, what do you think you're going to get 3-0? Hey, you never know. And a lot of guys don't like to swing 3-0 because they want to add or generate a little bit of extra and try to do too much and pop up the elevator shaft type deal. But
he has 2 home runs swinging 3-0 this year.
Yeah.
I think the thing that he does really well is he makes in-game adjustments.
There's base hit. Right fielder Rios will cut it off.
Let it cut us off.
Mariners head leadoff hit aboard in the second inning, and tomorrow afternoon you can enjoy the best deal in baseball while watching the best pitcher in baseball. Felix was scheduled to pitch against the Rangers, but take advantage of the Safeco Insurance Grand Slam Family Package. You'll pick up a ticket, a hot dog, and a Pepsi for as low as $15. Enjoy great savings and all-star pitching under the summer sun when you get your seats at Mariners.com. Felix will be going Friday against Washington. Rasmo Ramirez.
I like that.
Start tomorrow.
Pushing back one extra day, again, a little something, something.
Here's Logan Morrison, a 9-game hitting streak. And he's hit safely in 22 of his last 23 ball games. It's a 352 clip.
He's up to 250.
Only Victor Martinez and David Ortiz have hit better in the month of August.
Amazing when you get healthy what you can do, huh?
Yes, indeed.
Give yourself a chance to be in the lineup every day.
2 for 3 yesterday for Logan. Nothing on a Cano home run. Trying to jump on Nick Martinez early. Left field for Michael Choice. 1 out. Mariners faced Martinez back on the 15th of June here at Safeco Field. He went 6 innings, 9 hits, 2 runs, both earned. And the Mariners won that ball game 5-1. Pitched 97 pitches in that ball game. Here's Chris Taylor, the shortstop.
Kid's done a nice job.
He has. He's played well.
Give me a little scouting report on him.
Aggressive on the fastball early. Over the last 3 or 4 games, he's seeing more breaking balls early in the count. You know, they're going to make adjustments to him. He was having a lot of success on that first pitch fastball.
Word gets
but
around
the good
quick,
news,
doesn't it?
The good news is he can handle it. He's shown he can hit a good fastball. He's also used the field. I think for the most part, he stayed in the middle of the field. He's shown a lot of range at shortstop. He has a strong arm. Made a few mistakes that you would expect from a young player at short. But
aggressive mistakes that you can live with.
Yeah, I would say that that's what it is. But I think everything that we've seen from him, you have to like him a lot. You know, my question is as these guys move forward, and for a lot of them, not just him, but a lot of them going into September, playing meaningful baseball, trying to get into the postseason. Your first time through it, we'll see how he handles it, because he's especially with this pitching staff and this defense, the way they played all year, he's in an important position at short.
Yep. You got to make those routine plays.
Well, you have to make, especially late in the game, Jay, and as you know, you never know until you go through it for the first time. So he's come up and played extremely well, and I think Lloyd has a lot of confidence in him, which tells you a lot about the young man if Lloyd feels that way. But he's going to learn, and he's going to make a few mistakes, but I think the thing that we've seen from him is he makes his adjustments fairly quickly, and that's good to see.
He's definitely studying the game. That's a good thing. And he's got a good guy, his counterpart right next to him, put his arm around and pick his brain a little bit. Seems like they've made the adjustment together, know each other's range, and good communication around the bag. And I like him. He can run a little bit.
And Chris Woodward has done an excellent job
with
all the infielders, especially the young guys. Yeah, he really has.
And so is Andy Van Slyke with the outfielders. I mean, look at that.
Runner goes, throw down to second. In there safely is Kyle Seager. Hit run action. Seager with his 6th stolen base.
I like it.
Well, we'll take a look at it. Looks like it's a hit and run. You can see him try to get to it, trying to get a piece of it, and that's to protect the runner. That's his job in that situation. And Kyle doing a good job with his slide, going to the outer half of the bag. And fortunately, Odor wasn't able to hang on to the ball, but you see Kyle right to the outside corner of the base.
Good thing Lomo's not running.
Lomo got him hard last night, breaking up 2.
And we'll take another look at Kyle.
I like it to the outside.
Yeah, everything was perfect right there for Kyle.
I like it. Get a little motion going, create some holes, open a few things up.
2-2 to Taylor in tight.
Ooh, come on, wear it.
Zanino's off tonight.
Wear it. 2 strikes, take it. Going down to first base. Thank you very much.
Andy Chavez on deck.
Let Rick Griffin run out with the cold spray and spray on that elbow.
So much easier for you to say that. Now you're sitting up here with me, buddy.
It's really easy from here.
Just wear it.
That's what they teach them in college nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah, well.
3-2 to Taylor. And he takes the ball forward.
Great AB right there.
Check in with Tom Glasgow. Tommy?
David, thanks from Ford Sports Desk. Let's take you down to Anaheim. Tell you what the Angels are up to against the Marlins club that last night really put a whooping on them. The Angels trying to bounce back from that one, and the early 1-0 lead, bottom of the second. By the way, in Houston, the Astros have gone up on Oakland 4-2 in the bottom of the 8th. The Angels and A's right now tied for the top spot in the AL West. Also tied, for that matter, for the top spot in the American League wildcard race.
Tomas, thank you.
I love it. Houston, keep doing it. Be a spoiler. Help us out, man. They've been playing good the second half.
Jay, we were talking about making adjustments, and right there a 3-2 slider to Taylor, and he's able to lay off of it, because if you think about the location of that pitch, if you're thinking fastball and you're being aggressive, you're probably going to swing at it, but good discipline from Taylor.
Yeah, do not assume, especially up here.
Andy Chavez inserted into the game. He was late ad because Chris Denorfia was scratched due to a stiff neck about an hour or so before first pitch. Andy with one of the great at-bats we've seen this season, the Friday night at-bat with 10
10 ABs. I mean, 10 pitches. Yeah, that basically set the tone, didn't it?
Yes, indeed.
And he fouled off some really good pitches from one of the better closers that you're going to see. I thought it was a great at-bat.
Couple of men on here. Mariners lead on a Cano first inning homer. Andy takes ball 3.
I like it. Indy showing an eye. He's not known for taking very many walks, and lately he has been. Take what they give you.
3-0 count. And ball 4, they're loaded up for Jesus Sucre, who comes into tonight's game 4 for his last 8. He had a good road trip.
And back-to-back walks for the Mariners. This is one of the areas where they've really taken advantage of teams. And they start making mistakes, helping you out, either whether errors or walks or whatever it's going to be. They usually take advantage of it.
A few words from Mike Maddox. The bases loaded, 1 out. The catcher, Jesus Sucre, will be at the dish for the Mariners, 4 for his last 8. I'm talking to Howard Johnson the other day. So what do you attribute his hot run? Front side a lot better.
It's tough to hit in this league if you're pulling off the ball.
Yep. Said he stayed in a lot better. Because remember, any of the hits he would give, even some of the outs were going the other way because that front side was flying way open.
Getting long.
Yeah. And he has really been good these last few outings. He's had opportunities to play. Sucre in Saturday's 7-3 win. Went 2 for 4, drove in a run, a single to left. Pulls it down to third. That's over the line. Here's a throw to the first by Beltre. My goodness. What a play. Sucre picks up an RBI. Sensational play by Beltre. Run scores, 2-0 Mariners.
He's amazing over there. I know he's the enemy, but boy is he good. This is
a separator. I've talked a lot to Kyle Seager about his defense, and Kyle pointed right to Adrian Beltre, and basically he can do some things that not many can, and that's one of those plays right there. He has such a strong arm, an accurate throwing arm, a really good first step. There's just not much to miss as far as a defensive third baseman, and you can see as he goes to glove it, there's a gold patch on the back of that glove, and it's there for a reason. What a play.
2 out and 2 RBIs out there for Jackson.
You nailed it too, Mike. I mean, to make the play is one thing, but finish it off every time, right on the letters. Best in the game, I think, for a long time.
No argument here. Off the end of the bat, popped up, going back is the second baseman Odor. He's there. Mariners do pick up a run, leave 2. James Paxton and company have a 2-0 lead. Seattle Mariners baseball here on Root Sports, being brought to you by CenturyLink. Your link to what's next. By Jack in the Box. Right now, Jack in the Box. Try Jack's spicy chicken club combo. It's only $4.99 plus tax. And by BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. Look at this gorgeous day here in Seattle. Mariners playing some good ball, trying to rebound from a tough one last night. Dave Sims, along with Mike Flowers and Jay Buhner's with us this evening. 2-0 lead for James Paxton as he faces 8-9-1 in the Texas order. Robinson Chirinos, Rougned Odor, and Daniel Robertson. Chirinos, the catcher. Last night, Tomas Talis made his major league debut behind the dish. One from James Paxton. And only made it about 59 feet. 2-1.
Now that's a good looking bat. Look at that. Look at all that good pine tar on there. Perfectly done. A lot of time and energy put into getting that thing looking good. Yeah.
That thing's glistening.
It is, isn't it?
You got after pretty good before the game, huh? You do it before every game?
There's an art to putting pine tar on, absolutely. Whether it be your pants or your bat.
First walk. Here's Paxton.
Blanco with a line drive back at him. He hit him in the foot.
And then it was this throw right here that took off. And
we showed you 4 runs, one of them earned. That's the reason why.
You bet. And yesterday, I'm told by a lot of the relievers, when they had pitchers fielding practice, they were all over him, over Paxton yesterday.
Really?
They were wearing him out. The boys are
That's the reason why they're out there.
That's a foot saving a beauty, man. Come on. But, you know, I hit the outside part of the foot, and there's a lot of small bones in there, so you never know. I mean, I had landing foot, too.
Paxton came and said, I'm a big boy. I can take it. But it's Danny Farquhar and the boys were giving it to him pretty good.
It's all right. Don't get mad. Get even. Keep that little buck. It's all part of the kangaroo court fine, baby.
It's the biggest kangaroo court fine that happened during your day. Whether it was against you or you had to meet it after
I think it was $1,000. I got written up for playing basketball in Toronto. They had a little basketball goal in between where you come out of the clubhouse and down to the field, and it's the typical Jamie Moyer who would just wear me out. I mean, he came up with more.
Jamie in Philly.
How's he doing?
Good.
He looks, yeah, he's doing well. He's enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it can get a little carried away.
A grand?
But you know what? A grand, and then you go and fight it and you lose. It's double, so it's almost like you got to suck one up, take it for the team, you know. I didn't have a good comeback, too, because I was playing hoops, you know. It's kind of like, what am I going to do? How you fight it?
Yeah, good luck with fighting it.
Yeah.
Daniel Robertson, after Odor takes a call, third strike.
Oh, it's all for fun, though. Help bail out some of those guys, like when Lloyd goes out and sticks up for his teammate and gets kicked out. You can pay the fine, and cool pops, you know, at some point during the year on the road, and all sorts of good things.
You were talking about pine tar on your pants. Somebody wrote me specifically to ask you, how do you get the pine tar out of your uniforms? I said,
you don't.
I said I was going to say, what do you don't?
I just told them I'll leave it there because I'm going to do it right again tomorrow. But the biggest thing is you can't do it anymore, as you guys know. I mean, look at that. Beltray. Oh, come on. We were talking about learning from Beltray. And Ben Sweetie finished it off. Might have saved a run right there, though.
That'll be an infield hit. Robertson can get down the line. Kyle thought about going to second. You'll see him, and also catches it right at the top of his glove. Not sure how good a grip he was able to get on the ball right away. He decided to eat it once there wasn't a play at second.
Good extension.
Robertson was running, so gets down in that corner, starts rattling around with his wheels. He might have scored right there. So nice play.
So 1 out and 2 on here for the Rangers. Elvis Andrus, who grounded out to Seager, is the batter. Strike one. Both teams with 2 hits so far.
That is the one thing about Sucre. He is a good defensive catcher behind the plate. Can throw a little bit too.
I was watching him today. They were working on that.
Just got a hose.
Trent Jewett was putting them through the paces. You're right. He does.
Hose meaning good arms.
1-1 count here to Andrews. Rangers facing Paxton for the very first time. This one off the fist, fouled off.
Be nice to be left-handed and throw 96, 98, huh? A little something extra when you need it.
And to be 25 years old.
Make a pretty good living doing that. Not too many of them out there. Mr. Kershaw.
He's special.
Which I think he's kind of watched the way he goes about his business a little bit, from what I understand.
Coming over the top in a similar fashion. Two and two.
Roll it. Come on.
There's Cano, throw. And wow, what a turn. He digs out the low throw.
What a pick.
Makes it look easy. We see it every night, Mike.
Yeah, we'll see if they challenge it.
How quickly he gets rid of it with a strong throw. And Ron Washington coming out of the dugout too challenging, but what a great turn by Cano. Take a look at this.
I think he's got a good beat.
Yeah, they may have to stay on the field, and the guys are coming back.
He lost a close one yesterday. Yes, I am going to challenge it.
Sorry for Tim Timmons.
Well, and I think it'll get overturned, so the guys need to head back out onto the field. Here's the definitive look. Yeah, he's safe. That will get overturned. So James Paxton will have to get another out.
If they miss that one, something's wrong. What a great pick, though, at second base right there. Robbie, he just makes it look so easy. Just a little Tony Fernandez sidearm flick.
I just saw Rick Waits. I think Rick Waits, he went right up to James Paxton to let him know that it's going to get overturned so he can get his mind right and go back out there and get that last out. James leaning up against the railing in the dugout. What a turn by Cano, though. How quickly he was able to get rid of that runner on top of him.
Exactly. Know where the runner is. But the runner also knowing that Robbie's not afraid to come down low right at you, so you better get out, too.
No surprise here, so the inning will continue. 2 outs. Runners at the corners for Alex Rios.
And a good look from our McDonald's Supermo as Andrus gets his foot on the bag before Morrison can make the catch. And a great turn by Cano, but just a little bit late.
So the inning continues here with Alex Rios. Couple warm-up
I like
tosses.
it. You get a couple warm-ups, huh?
Why not? Absolutely.
So is there a rule on how many they get on a deal like that? Because discretion of the umpire, probably.
I think more discretion of the umpire. Here's Rios, bounced out to short his first time. Strike one. .105 on the delay. Is that official call? It's overturned. Now Paxton ahead 1-2. Long look by Paxton on this 0-2 count coming up here to Rios. Runners at the corners. Pitch up high. 95 miles an hour.
You can see him. He's still moving his leg around a little bit. We saw him in the dugout in between innings. Looked like they were looking at his foot or his ankle. Right now, 45 pitches, 23 strikes, 22 balls. Not a good split for him.
Fouled away.
So it's that lead foot that got smoked, right? So it's his plant foot, so he's having a hard, might be the reason why he's leaving everything up, too. Having a hard time driving down. Get that little cutter in there and saw blading right here.
One-two pitch. Fouled off again. Here we go with the 1-2. Runner breaks. Ground ball to Taylor. And he throws out Rios. And no harm done. Couple of runners stranded in the fourth. Mariners lead stays at 2-0. First inning home run and an RBI ground up by Sucre. And good look at Cano's work on a 1-1 pitch. It at 383 feet, and that fan made a heck of a catch. Mariners looking for the big bounce back tonight. After a long flight in from Boston, lose 2-0 last night to Miles Michaelis. Out pitch Roenis Elias, 2-0 win for the Rangers. We'll see Cano here in the third inning. It'll be Ackley, Cano, and Morales. Dustin a ground out to second. First time up. Out front, 1-1. Take strike two.
Boy, he's really turned it around, hadn't he? And that pitch right there, early in the season, his thinking would be a lot different than it is right now, but his confidence is going so good. He knows he can hit the 2 strikes. I think that's been the biggest difference for him. No panic for him right now.
And when you're using the entire field, and the biggest thing for him is when you have your body in a position to where you can handle that pitch if you have to. That's not a pitch he wants to swing at, but with 2 strikes now, he can certainly do something with it.
I agree. You can tell that by his takes. Whenever he takes, he's balanced on his takes.
2-2.
And he doesn't look like he's hitting in between, because there was a time early on, and he just looked like he was in between everything. He just couldn't make his mind up what he was going to sit on and hunt.
Well, I think the other part of it, and he understands it, is when Lloyd moved him up after he started getting his hits and gaining his confidence. If you're talking about Lloyd moves him up hitting second, he is fully aware of who's hitting behind him and that he was going to get more fastballs to hit, and he's taking advantage of that.
2-2. Ackley fouled off again.
One of the other things that we've seen, Jay, over the last 6 weeks or so, is we hear guys talk about quality at bats all the time. It doesn't mean that because you get a base hit that it's a quality at bat. We've seen them make plenty of outs, but it's the way that they fight through it. We saw that in Boston as Dustin grounds out, but an 8-pitch at bat right there. And I think sometimes you have to give the pitcher some credit. He made some really good pitches to him, but he didn't go down 2-3 pitches into it.
Right.
He continued to fight. He just didn't make any mistakes.
Or he wasn't automatically 0-2, and now it's like, yeah, because the more of those good pitchers' pitches that you can foul off gives you an opportunity. He just spun me a cookie.
And we're starting to see that more and more up and down the lineup, which makes it more difficult for the opposing pitcher. It doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to get a hit, but you make him work. Maybe it helps out the guy behind you. Then maybe he makes a mistake.
And nobody does that better than the Yankees. The Yankees will put together a quality AB throughout the game. They want to work up the starting pitcher's pitch count. They will make you battle.
Boston, too.
Yeah, Boston, exactly. Although this year,
well, they've struggled, but even in the series that the Mariners just had there, it was the same type of thing. That's the reason why the games are so long. They'll sit there and fight you. And I think that goes to show that you get some veterans in there, and then that's what's going to happen. They're not going to give at-bats away.
2-0 count here to Cano. He's homered his first time on a 1-1 pitch. Mariners added a second run in the second inning. Jesus Sucre, an RBI ground out.
And the reason why Dustin would get more fastballs hitting second with Cano waiting on deck is because obviously Cano, one of the best hitters in the American League. They don't want to walk him and put him on and then have to face Cano, so they're going to go at him a little bit more. Pretty good advantage for Dustin, and the key to it is, as a hitter, you have to understand that.
2-1. Takes outside for ball 3. Good count here for Robbie. And Cano takes ball 4. Let's check in with Tom Glasgow. Tom, what do you have?
Dave, we're going to take you to Motown. Check in on the Tigers, of course, putting some heat on the Mariners in the wild card race. And Detroit getting it done, cooling off a Yankee club that had won 5 straight. Tigers win 5-2. Rick Porcello, now a 15-game winner, joining teammate Max Scherzer. So at this moment, the M's and Tigers tied for that second wild card spot.
Need a win tonight. Need a win. Need a win. Here's Kendrys Morales. 1 out, 1 on. Kendrys with a pop up to short. What have you seen lately from the left side here, Mike?
I think one, you have to recognize pitches, and he just seems more comfortable hitting right-handed. He's not chasing as many pitches out of the strike zone. And the other side of it, too, is that to me, left-handed, he seems to want to pull the ball a little bit more. Hitting right-handed, he'll use the entire field. That's the difficult thing when you are a switch hitter, is you get one side going in the right direction and the other one's a struggle. And for him, unfortunately, he's going to get more at-bats hitting left-handed because there's obviously more right-handed pitchers, and he needs to get it going from the left side. But I think if he can get to the point to where he starts to use the entire field, he'll be better off.
Yeah. Start thinking left center, that Pepsi sign out there in left center, and start driving, because that was the pitch right there. If he's thinking that, that's what he's going to do. You're right. It looks like he is kind of pulling off a little bit, that front elbow coming just a little bit.
Well, and that's why when you can see what he's doing right here, Martinez, the first 2 pitches, just 2 seam fastballs off the outside corner.
So he's going to make him and Cano both. That's how you pitch Cano. He's going to make you beat him the other way.
1 out with Cano at first, and an 0-2 pitch coming here to Morales. Cano eases into second base.
That will be a wild pitch.
A wild pitch by Nick Martinez. That's his 5th of the season.
This looks like maybe a slider. I think it was the curveball. Curveball down, bounced out in front of the plate. Tough pitch to block and keep in front of you. Take another look at it. Right out in front of the plate. Maybe even hit the front edge of the plate.
I like it. Try to throw that nasty one right there and get us a runner in scoring position.
1-2 to Kendrys. Charging is Rosales, the pitcher. Martinez covers. Cano down to third. King Felix continues his reign on the mound this Friday when he and the Mariners take on Bryce Harper and the Nationals at 7:10. Start your holiday weekend off right by cheering on the Mariners ace from the King's Court. Tickets for the Royal section include a T-shirt and a K-card, and they're available right now for $35 at mariners.com/Felix.
I'm looking forward to that series. Get a chance to see that some boys from the East Coast and the National League a little bit more. I like that. Washington, they're good, man. Woo, they're good.
Well, it's going to be a tough series, I think, for the hitters on both sides. Mariners obviously the best ERA in baseball. The Nationals with the best ERA in the National League. So the hitters are going to have a rough weekend.
Yeah, especially the guys that they're facing, too. The three that they're going against is buckle up.
Here's Seager. CenturyLink link to what's next. Here's a look at the pitching matchups. Jordan Zimmerman against Felix. Steven Strasburger against Chris Young. And Tanner Roark against Asashi Iwakuma.
And Roark is the one that's throwing the best for him right now. So it's no walk in the park for him going into that series. So that's why it's important for them to get these couple of games right here. And then basically accept the challenge, man. It's going to be fun.
Washington losing at Philly tonight 4-3.
Well, Kyle Seager hitting .396 against the Rangers this year. A solid base hit his first time up a line drive into right center. He didn't like that call. He thought it was inside, but it looks like it's on the plate. Martinez having a hard time working ahead of hitters. 14 batters faced, just 3 first pitch strikes for Martinez.
One-two to Kyle with Cano at third. Stopped by Chirinos. 2-2.
Gotta love it. Look at Robbie and AB down there. A little conversation going on, giving each other a little bit. Really trying to enjoy yourself. You know, enjoy the game. The pressure is terrible.
Don't let the pressure get to you.
That's how they roll.
He's probably telling me, whatever, you better not try to backpick me right here.
Yeah, right. 2-2 to Seager with 2 outs and Cano at third. Mariners got a Cano home run and an RBI ground out by Sucre as Seager swings and a foul tip.
Oh, I like it.
Foul tip. Emphatic call by Clint Fagan. It heels up the ball.
Well, Rob Washington was on his way out of the dugout, and that stopped him. He went and had a seat.
He took
Thank
two
you.
steps.
Great move by Clint Fagan. And take a look at it. Breaking ball down and in, and Kyle gets a piece of it, and he definitely had the ball hit the ground.
Weiss was almost at the top and turned right around, and Clint showed him the ball. No. One of the great guys in baseball. Ethier is the skipper here with the Rangers. 2-2 pitch to Seager. Center field for Robertson. And that'll do it. Beltre and Cano, as you guys were pointing out, they don't let the pressure bother you, huh? Longtime competitors picking at each other, having some fun. 2-0 Mariners. being brought to you by T-Mobile, sponsoring Tuesday Night Baseball. I have an uncle who loves trains. He would love to be sitting with us. These folks are right here. As the Mariners lead at 2-0, Dave Sims with Mike Flowers and Jay Buhner. Dad and the son at a baseball game watching a train.
Best of both worlds right there for them.
There you go. James Paxton to this point. 1 strikeout, 1 walk, no runs on 2 hits.
And a little bit of a labor for him.
He's got Beltre, Arancibia, and Rosales 4, 5, and 6. You've seen this before. I was talking to Wash about Beltre, and as great a hitter as he is, he's in the top 5 in baseball. You know, sometimes, you know, it's not a lot of help this year like he's usually had.
He's still doing some damage, but I'm snickering because inevitably at some point throughout the game or an AB, he's always going to kind of semi-check swing, and he's going to ask them to ask for help.
Nobody else does.
And it's like, well, what do you do? Are you trying to get yourself struck out or get a strike on you? Just watch his feet. I just love his feet. See that right there, right on cue. Just always got happy feet.
Loose,
very loose, soft on the front foot. He can generate some bat speed, and as you guys saw early in the game, he can play some defense.
How did he get to that?
But that's that little cutter, a little equalizer right there. Got that helmet pulled way down. Man.
Base hit. He's got some plate coverage.
Better cut it off or he's going to go.
Yeah, that's a lenient.
Good play by Jackson.
Oh. Yeah, remember that little conversation we had at third base? It's all fun and games, right? I like it. Nice job cutting it off.
Well, the Mariners were playing him to pull the ball, and he basically hits it hard the other way. So there was a pretty big gap out into right center field. Jackson had to hustle to cut it off, and then he gets it in quickly. Beltre about halfway down to second base, and Cano.
Well, watch the stare down he gets right here. Watch what he does. He stares Cano back down. Watch this. And then Robbie says something, so he's like, yeah, well, you take that big turn, I'm going to back pick you.
2 for 2 night for Beltre as Arancibia. Strike 1 on him. Jackson's coming in 13th, make that 7th in batting, 14th in runs scored, 8th in hits, 12th in doubles, 14th in home runs.
That's not your prototypical Texas team, is it?
Not at all. 9th in on base and 12th in slugging.
I mean, you're used to seeing some serious damage, but you're not used to seeing 58 moves already, roster moves. It's safe to say they've been bitten by the bug.
Free agents, trades, injuries, all mounted up. Dropped back by Arancibia.
He knows that Cano is going to try to get him too. Most of the time he would not bust it back to first like that.
As soon as Austin came up and hit the cutoff man with the linear right there, he knew he was going to try to back pick and get foul.
And it does. Still 0-2 here to Arancibia. Starting catcher for the Blue Jays.
I haven't seen him behind the plate. Is he behind the plate that much anymore?
Not widely. Last time they were here, he'd just been sent down to AAA. Sucre keeps it in front of him.
He had a bang-up year over in Toronto, and then all of a sudden fell off the face of the earth there for a little bit, huh? Texas is a good place to hit, too. Doesn't take long to get warmed up in Texas, does it, Mike?
No.
Especially this time of year.
That's for sure. 2011, Arancibia had 23 home runs and 78 runs batted in. Bounced up there, and Beltre hung up. They got a chance. Got him!
He's going to call around Washington now. He thought he had his hand in there. He immediately called walks, and here he comes.
He's not even going to come off first base.
No. He waved him out right away. In fact, when he was still laying on the ground, take a look at it. Good play by Sucre. We'll see if he's able to get his hand on the back part of the bag before he's touched. He's out.
He's out.
He's out.
He's out.
He is out.
Yes, he
and
is.
now he leaves.
Sucre.
Good play.
Terrific throw.
There's that hose we're talking about. Nice job of Lomo staying low and sweep tagging it around. AB tried to get on that backside of the bag, but
he was able to get there, but you can see that's the reason why you try that as a base runner if you're going to do that. But you can see how much longer it takes for to put the tag on you, and that's the reason why you're taught to get to the back part of the bag. Here's the play by Sucre. Again, strong throwing arm.
That's a great reaction. That's beautiful. 2-2. Here's Taylor pouring out Aaron Sebia. 2 away. Here's Tom Glasgow.
Dave, Twitter Tuesday rolls on. It's question 3 of 5. Use hashtag GroupQ3 and tell us how many called strikes will be thrown in the 6th inning of tonight's game for your chance to win a Lou Piniella Mariners Hall of Fame bobblehead. A reminder, winners are chosen at random. Back upstairs to the ineligible trio of Dave, Mike, and Jay.
Thank you, Tom. 2 outs, nobody on. Top of 4th. Brings up Adam Rosales, flied out to center. Paxton, 2 outs, nobody on, a 1-1 count. Last outing with just 4 innings at Philly. On Wednesday, 4 runs, 7 hits, 4 runs, 1 earned. Much better shape here tonight. No runs on 3 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. 1-2. Good pitch. Sucre throws down, and that'll do it. An effective inning by the Mariners. A pickoff by Sucre of Beltre, the highlight of the inning. 2-0 Mariners.
At Safeco Field, the late great Dave Niehaus, the statue in his honor. Welcome back to Safeco Field, the Ford Sports Desk, and let's get you up to date on what's going on right now in the American League West race. Good news out of Houston, where the Astros scored 3 in the bottom of the 8th. They knock off the A's 4-2, so an opportunity for the Angels to get a win tonight over Miami to take over sole possession of first. Send it back upstairs.
Thank you, Tom. Here's Logan Morrison. Got a 9-game hitting streak riding. The Morrison, Taylor, and Chavez 6, 7, and 8 here. The Mariners fourth. They lead 2-0. Cano with a home run in the first and an RBI ground out by Sucre. That was in the second inning. Lomo flied out to left. First time up.
It's on a high fastball, probably borderline whether it was a strike or not. Maybe chasing a pitch, helping Martinez out a little bit.
Oh, on to Logan. 2 for 3 in yesterday's ball game. Inside again.
Wonder what that's all about.
You know what this is about.
Wonder what that's all about.
And it's about the slide last night.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, a couple pitches well in. There's Odor, the second baseman. Didn't appreciate it. But we'll take a look at this. Is 2 in a row, up and in.
Yeah, but come on. I mean, you're a big league pitcher. Throw it right at his hip, get it over with, and let's move on.
That's what they did to Cano in Boston.
This is why stuff like that escalates. I mean, get it over with the first time. And Lomo's got to know too. Come on, just go down to first. You know, that's the way the game's policing itself. Now you got a chance to take him back out in the left field again right here. Thank you.
Believe me, you know that's the forefront of his mind right
Absolutely.
now.
Which is an interesting thing. I don't know if you saw it, Jay, but in Boston, and none of it happened that was intentional. Here's the slide. You can see how high Logan goes in and hits him in his legs.
Late. Wow.
Yeah, that's the reason why that was going on right there, and I doubt that'll be the end of it. But you're talking about policing the game. It happened in Boston. Bogart, the shortstop, took one in the helmet, unintentional, no question about it. Yeah, unintentional, no question about it. Then the next day, Ortiz takes one in the forearm from Charlie. He gets drilled. And then the next hitter, Danny Farquhar, I can't remember who the hitter was. Cespedes comes up, and Farquhar loosens him up a little bit. And so Cano came up there, and they hit him. And you know what? Cano did what you said. He just put his stuff down and went to first base. None of it was intentional. But the message is sent. We understand it wasn't intentional. You're pitching inside, but be careful when you come in there because it's been one too many. And the thing that I liked about it is in the next inning, Cano at second base had a chance to turn a double play.
Came down a little bit.
Laredo, it was way down with something on it to let them know that we're going to play some hardball this way. But the guys all took care of it, and there was no problem.
Exactly. But you also know if you're the runner going in there, you know what possibly could happen too, because that's it's the unspoken rule of the game.
Trust me, so he was down in a hurry.
Yep, exactly. Or they bail out in a hurry.
And there was nothing said, and everybody finished, and that was the end of it.
Yep.
No big problem, but here we go.
But the way it was handled, it's done one and done and move on.
If I remember correctly, the runner didn't get within 20 feet of him, right? He went down quickly, right?
He went down quickly.
And that gets around real quick through the league on who you know will drop down on you if you come in hard.
1-2 pitch. Taken outside.
But again, that on Lomo on that slide, when you saw that slide, he's lucky he didn't hurt himself sliding over the top of the bag like that.
Well, he understood what was happening right there. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go through the bag again right here if there's a ground ball.
Why not?
Yeah. Hey.
What are you going to do? Drill me next time I'm up?
2-2. Up the middle. Won't have to worry about it here. Base hit for Chris Taylor.
See if they have a few little words at second base.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Lomo's a big man.
Couple of good at-bats for Chris Taylor. He walked his first time up and hits this ball hard. We were talking about it, likes the fastball, and he gets 92 right in the middle of the plate and hits it right back at the pitcher Martinez to pick up a base hit. It looked as if Martinez ended up getting a piece of it. Slowed it down just a little bit, but solid base hit for Taylor. And we'll see how Lloyd McClendon wants to play it. Indy Chavez, an excellent bunter. He's also done a pretty good job this year swinging the bat, hitting .272 at the start of the game.
Team best 6 sacrifice bunts.
Beltre in on the grass at third. He's expecting the bunt.
Ball 1. Back by Indy, 1-1. Rich Stanley going through the signs. Morrison at second, Taylor at first. Andy Chavez with a 1-1 count.
And Beltre has backed up a couple of steps at third.
Center field. Robertson a long run. He's had to twist and turn. Can't get
Go,
it.
Lomo. Slow down.
Lomo's coming to Taylor's right on his hip. We got a 2-train express here. Going to third is Chavez. Beltre runs him down, but 2-run score.
Really good play by Chavez right there. This is a veteran watching what's going on, and he did everything that he could to try to get them to cut the ball off, Jay, because it was looking like a little bit of a mess as Taylor was right up Morrison's back. Morrison's going, he decides to go back and tag up just in case they make the catch so that he can tag and get to third. Again, nobody out right here, and it's just out of the reach of Robertson in center field. In the meantime, Taylor doing what he's supposed to do. He takes off running from first, and he was within a step and a half.
Probably had a little bit different angle too on the ball than Lomo had.
And this is how close they are. In the meantime, Chavez is watching this. Donnelly, the third base coach, has no choice at that point to send them both. And if you're not sure they're both going to get in there, what you don't want is 2 outs at home plate. And Indy's watching the entire thing, and he sees the runners right here, and he's going to take off. Look at him right there. He looks at those guys close to each other, make him cut the ball off. Yeah, you're going to give up an out, but you pick up the 2 runs.
Fly ball right field. Off the bat of Sucre. Rios makes the play.
What was that?
Bobby
Meacham with the Yankees, a double out at home plate. Was it
Fisk? Bobby Meacham.
And was it Yogi or Berra? Was it Dale Berra?
Dale Berra.
I mean, that almost that same play right there, and they both got tagged out.
Were you still with New York at that time? Or
I was in the minor leagues, but I was not up in the big league.
But that was a Saturday game of the week, and it was the same type of deal, and Fisk got them both.
And we saw that on This Week in Baseball many a time. Still see it.
That's right.
Well, in the meantime, Indy Chavez picks up a couple of RBIs.
Good for him. That gives him 18 on the season.
Great AB right there. I like it. Lloyd having some confidence, letting him swing the bat, too.
Double 2 RBIs. 8-4-5 in the putout for Indy.
A lot of times they'll give you one swing and then put the bunt on that second one, but Indy got busy.
In tight to Jackson, 1-2. Indy in the ballgame because of Chris Denorfia, a stiff neck about an hour or so before first pitch. It was a late ad. Boy, is that paying off. 2-2 to Jackson. Slicing drive into the gap. It will get down. It'll go all the way to the fence. Jackson to second. He's got triple written all over it. Here's a throw. High, and Beltre holds it down. A triple for Austin Jackson. Little action on the base paths there for the Mariners center fielder. His first triple as a Mariner.
Boy, pulls his hands inside, doesn't he?
Just did a great job of staying inside the fastball. Looked like it was middle end, too.
Mm-hmm. Ball hit out there and skip, get by the center fielder, and off to the races.
He knew what he had.
Stand-up triple. I love it. Gives a little love out to the bullpen.
That is his 6th triple of the season, first as a Mariner. Nice to have some speed on this ball club. It's a chance for Ackley to pick up another run here with 2 outs. Official scorer Eric Radovich making one more change. 8-4-3-5. Put out of Indy Chavez. 1-0 count here to Ackley. Good count for Dustin.
And Martinez throwing a lot of pitches. This next pitch will be 80 as he works here in the 4th. 21 batters faced, just 5 first pitch strikes tonight.
On 5 hits for the Mariners, no runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Texas Rangers. Jackson at third with 2 outs. I can play.
Ain't happening.
I hear you.
I'm not sticking my hand up for that thing.
Our chairs have wheels on them for a reason.
And those laces will cut right into there.
Amen.
They are not going to get in my kitchen anymore.
2-2 to Ackley.
Boy.
Full count. Nose on deck.
Well, he hadn't been coming in on inside with a fastball at all, so I'm cheating like a big dog away right now. Just take away one part of the plate.
Here we go, 3-2. Are back again. Two to Ackley. Pitch. Back up the middle. Throwing duck special. RBI single for Ackley. 5-0 Mariners.
Wow,
the Yak attack with his 55th run batted in, scoring Austin Jackson. And his life just flashed in front of him. Talking about Nick Martinez.
And this is staying on the fastball away. This fastball is on the outside corner. Dustin stays with it and lines it right back at him. It's been a couple of them. Chris Taylor hit one back at him too for a base hit.
That ball was really tattooed.
Mariners 2 for 6 with runners in scoring position tonight.
Makes it a little easier to hit. And you know he's not going to pitch to one part of the plate. Plus he only throws, he doesn't have that 96-mile-an-hour fastball. So.
One to Cano is homered and walked. What an inning. Walk, base hit, 2-run double, a triple, and an RBI single. This good action coming with 2 outs. 0-2.
I think Robinson was listening to you. He was pretty aggressive on that fastball. That was elevated out over the plate. Aggressive swing.
Yeah, falling in a little bit of a pattern. Stick that in the old memory bank.
0-2 pitch. Off the fist.
I'll spin.
Andrews throws high. And first base umpire Tim Timmons said Rosales came down. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left. Big inning for the Mariners in the 4th inning. Lloyd McClendon coming out. Jog out there, and Rosales. Yeah, he got it. He got him. Good inning for the Mariners. 3 runs on 4 hits, open up a 5-0 lead.
Ahead of the 5th inning, Tom Glasgow with you from the Ford Sports Desk. They are loving the resurgence of Royals baseball in Kansas City, and they are partying tonight. That's because Alex Gordon delivered a 2-run walk-off home run. Kansas City knocks off Minnesota 2-1, and in the AL Central, it's the Royals leading the Tigers by 1.5 games as we send it back upstairs.
All right, Tom, thank you to Mariners and James Paxton. They're enjoying a 5-0 lead as we head to the top of the 5th. Pax will face the bottom 3rd of the order. Michael Choice, Robinson Chirinos, and Rougned Odor. Good inning. 3 runs on 4 hits, 7 men to the plate in the home 4th for the Mariners. Michael Choice popped out to Seager at 3rd. Paxton tonight, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. A 3-hit shutout working through 4. Backing up Indy Chavez on the track, and he's there to make the play. One out here in the 5th.
Nice play by Indy, huh? Knowing where he is on the warning track, going back, counting the steps. Got it all the way. Ball carried pretty good right there. Choice got a little pop in that bat.
Yeah, it's a warm night. Not much of a breeze at all here at the ballpark.
Gotta like Indy Chavez, man.
Good things happen.
He's been big for the Mariners this year.
Good things happen when he plays. Could be a big, double like he had, or just say get a bunt down, move a runner over, make a catch.
Late inning defensive replacement, plays a mean outfield. He's got a great throwing arm. He's got some years under his belt.
Yeah, he's been a security blanket for the Mariners.
Couple times, couple stints.
Absolutely.
Big hit tonight.
I often, when I see him, especially when things are going well, I'm so happy for him, because I always think back to that injury that he had here with Betancourt. Yeah, he was cruising along and things were going so well, and unfortunately it's one of those plays. It's nobody's fault. What are you going to do? But it was just a terrible knee injury that he suffered. There's a good fastball from Paxton, and to see him doing well all these years later, Jay, is good to see.
Yeah, because it took him a good 2 full years for him to finally feel comfortable on that knee enough to get back to the big leagues. And
I mean, a big part of his game at that point was his speed, and he still has good speed. It was great speed back then. Well, it's just a terrible injury.
What are we talking? 08, 09?
Yeah, he was playing a mean left field too.
He was. He and Betancourt were both. Betancourt going back out hard, Indy coming in hard from left field.
Yeah,
and that
and
one,
you kind of get to no man's land. There's no, I mean, both guys being aggressive. Nothing you can do. Yard sale.
Boy, I'll say. It happened in 09 right here at Safeco Field. You're going to like the way Paxton's been very aggressive in this inning. It's a big lead.
That's a good fastball tonight. May as well use it.
That one's 96. It helps to be able to throw that hard.
Two and one. Jackson, the center fielder, shading towards left center for Odor. Broken bat down the line, foul.
That's those maples. You could hear it.
Yeah.
Hear that? Make that they make that hollow noise when they break.
Colorado and San Francisco, 6th inning in San Fran, and Madison Bumgarner perfect through 6. Giants starting tonight 5 games behind the Dodgers in the National League West. Mariners will be facing the National League West next season. Two outs, nobody on, and a full count here to Odor. Line drive. Right center field gap. Jackson has to come all the way over from the left center field, and he gets it back in quickly. Holds Odor to a 2-out single. Let's take a look at our lows. Never stop improving. Look at the improved record of the Mariners at 71-59 as we stand here on the 26th of August.
Already matched their win total from last year.
And congratulations to General Manager Jack Zaremczyk getting a multi-year contract extension. Things looking up for the Mariners as we move forward.
Mariners got a lot of young pitching too, so that's going to help for the next few years on keeping prices down.
And some of the numbers I saw today, some guys putting up some big home run numbers down in the minor leagues too.
DJ Peterson having a great year.
Yeah, that kid's good. He's going to be special.
Patrick Kivlahan putting up a lot of home runs. Missed another some thump en route. There's Daniel Robertson as we get back to the top of the order. 2-0 count. Daniel tonight rounded out the short, got an infield hit.
Again, a little friendly competition. You gotta like it. Don't get Wally pipped.
Now Paxton 3-0, 2 out, 1 on. Green one. And there's a walk to Robertson. second walk, and they're 2 men aboard. First walk was back in the third, a leadoff walk to Chirinos. CenturyLink link to what's next. We'll wrap up the series tomorrow. The veteran Colby Lewis and Erasmo Ramirez called back up. And that'll be your starting matchup for tomorrow. And we will be on the air at noon tomorrow. When McClendon talking about Ramirez, I think he's done a nice job. He's given us a chance to win some ball games. He's pitching the best down in the minor league, so he deserves this opportunity.
The nice thing is, it's just right down the road. It's always nice to have your minor leagues around close so you can get somebody there in a hurry. Don't have to worry about connecting flights and getting cross country.
It's a nightmare.
Well,
Hendricks tonight is 0 for 2.
Sorry. Plus it helps with rehab too. A lot of these guys.
Fly ball right field towards the line. Indy with room, and Paxton survives a 2-on situation here in the fifth to keep this a 5-0 Mariner lead. Nothing lead. There's been a lot of running here at this ballpark tonight. Check this out. Andy Chavez was in a rundown. He had a triple by Jackson. You had Taylor running up the back of Morrison.
It's a good thing Lomo can run a little bit, huh, for a big boy.
I tell you what, he'd have been in deep trouble. Kendrys Morales still waiting for him to heat up again with his bat, particularly from the left side. 0-2. Kendrys tonight is popped out to the shortstop and grounded out the first.
Well, when September rolls around, they're going to definitely need him to get going and get hot.
Yeah, we're right on the cusp of September. Right away for Robertson. Daniel making the play. One away here. The bottom of the fifth as the Mariners hunt for the postseason continues. Now is the time for you to get on board by putting down a deposit on 2015 season tickets. You're not only going to get a great seat location for next year, but you'll receive priority for 2014 postseason tickets. Join the Mariners lineup as a season ticket holder and enjoy exclusive benefits all year long. For more info, visit mariners.com/15. Kyle Seager. 1 for 2, run scored, stolen base. 2-0 to Kyle. Angels 7-0 on top of Miami. That's at the bottom of the 6th in Anaheim. Oakland's already lost as Kyle looks at ball 3. Houston took out Oakland 4-2. Kansas City a 2-1 winner at home against Minnesota. Tigers beat the Yankees 5-2. 3-0 here to Seager. And he takes a strike.
No green light that time, huh? Good pitcher's pitch. Tip your hat.
Bottom of the strike zone.
Nick Martinez out of Miami, Florida. It's college ball at Fordham University in New York City. 3-1. That's hit well. Going back, Robertson running out of room. He's on the track. And he makes the catch.
Thought he had number 20.
Not enough.
Kyle trying to hit at least 20 home runs for 3 years in a row for him, and I thought this was the one. He's done a lot of damage here at Safeco Field. 15 of his home runs hit at Safeco, and I thought he had this one in right center field. Fastball out over the plate.
He squared it up.
It looked like he hit it pretty good. And Robertson looked like he was getting ready to climb the wall, and it just died out there. Again, not much wind tonight. In fact, there isn't any. The flag's straight down. Not much breeze at all.
Logan Morrison. Fly to left. The walk and run scored. Looking to extend his hitting streak to 10 games. Mariners get a home run from Cano in the first inning, an RBI ground out by Sucre in the second, then a 3-run fourth. Momo. That's another deep drive, but that's staying in the yard as well.
To hit it too, right?
Yeah, you know it. Mariners get 3 runs in the fourth and are retired in order here in the 5th and lead 5-0. Beautiful night here at Safeco Field. James Paxton. Take a look at some of his footwork here tonight. Boy, getting his office all set up and ready to roll. He's done some good work through 5 innings. This surpassing his last outing where he went 4. Philadelphia is a lot sharper tonight. He's got 3 strikeouts. He's walked 2, and he has scattered 4 hits.
I think he's been effectively wild tonight. Couple short innings.
I think that's a good way to put it. I would agree.
Yeah.
Been a difficult time to try to zone him up. That's
exactly.
For sure.
You can't guess up there off of him because he's all over.
I'd like to see him have a quick inning working here in the 6th. Save the bullpen again. If he can work through 7, that would be a huge lift to the guys, especially bouncing back with a day game tomorrow.
3, 4, and 5 in the order here for Texas. Rios, Beltre, and Aaron Sebia. Rios has twice bounced out to shortstop. Down and in for ball 2, 2-2. Ackley with an RBI tonight. Cano has 1, 2 for Andy Chavez, and 1 for Sucre. There's your effectively wild there, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
This one hopper to Seager. Out number 1. Time now for a Geico This Date in MLB history. Your old teammate Tino Martinez hits his first career home run. Mariners beat the Brewers 5-4 in 14 innings.
Nice career for Tino. Cheese, as we called him, because you could not get
fastball by him. You could not.
No, you could not get the cheese by the rat, and he could do some damage. Had a heck of a run here and went over, and he's basically like the mayor over in New York.
Yeah.
They love him there.
John Edwards getting loose.
They'll trade 2 for 2. Single to center, single to right. Easy play, Taylor. 2 down.
Like it. Take a little off, a little change up, get him out in front. Nicely done.
Brings up Aaron Sebius, popped to short, grounded out to short. JP with an RBI last night. Back Paxton's longest stint to start this season, 7 innings in his first game of the season. That was at the Angels, an 8-2 victory. He went 7 innings. Two starts ago at Detroit on August 15th, he went 6 and got a win. 1-2.
Well, he's at 93 right now, right?
94 pitches.
So he's got a chance. Match that.
He's twice thrown 99, that Detroit game and that Angels game back early on.
Well, the other thing too, the luxury. Unfortunate they missed him for a good portion of the season, but he doesn't have those innings on his arm. So if Lloyd wants to extend him, I think that would be fine. See 95 pitches. So apparently he's feeling pretty good.
I would agree.
Nobody throwing in the Mariner pen.
.64 pitches for Madison Bumgarner. He's got a 2-0 lead. He's pitching in the 7th inning with a perfect game.
Oof.
Against the Rockies. Game at San Francisco. Two. Full count now. Bumgarner with 7 strikeouts in that ball game, perfect through 6. Three-two. Back it up is Mr. Chavez. He's going to make the catch, and Paxton has a 1-2-3-6. Mariners with a 5-0 lead. When we come back, bottom third of the order, Chris Taylor, Andy Chavez, and Jesus Sucre. Baseball on Root Sports is being brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. By Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. By Honda, get a great deal on a new car you'll love at the Honda Summer Clearance Event. And by Orkin, pest control down to a science. It's a beautiful night in the neighborhood here in Seattle. Safeco Field. Dave Sims and Mike Flowers and Jay Buhner, the Mariner Hall of Famer. Mariners enjoying a 5-0 lead. Game 2 of this 3-game set against the Texas Rangers. And the night for Mr. Nick Martinez is over. And the first pitch to Chris Taylor, John Edwards delivering. Ball 1.
And for Edwards on the air, only his 4th appearance. 2 2/3. Just getting his feet wet.
Beltre off his glove. Throws him out. Tagged by Rosales. Nice play.
Well, first of all, I'm surprised he didn't catch it cleanly off the heel of his glove, and then quick adjustment, strong arm, that always helps.
Ball came up.
Came up on him, you're right.
Came up, ate him up, but he's still able to get his feet back underneath him and
Good
make
play
a strong
by Rosales, too.
and then laugh at himself.
Andy Chavez. Andy Chavez, a 2-run double. The ball over the center fielder's head. Now he drops one in front of Robertson. Can Robertson get it? He does. Two away here in the Mariners' 6th. MLB TV celebrates its 12th anniversary. Get MLB.TV today for only $12 for the remainder of the season. Visit MLB.TV today.
Well, it looks like Paxton's going to go back out there. Nobody throwing in the Mariner pen. Yeah, I agree. Give the guys a break. I think maybe that last inning topping out at 97. Lloyd feels pretty good about sending it back out there.
Say, I mean, it's not like he's laboring.
John Edwards on the mound for Texas, cut by the Cardinals early October 2010. Signed as a free agent by the Rangers in December of 2011. This is his 4th game.
That's a good arm. He's 94, 95 miles an hour.
Big kid, too. 6'5", 230. He's out of Chicago. 26 years old. With the high school in Keller, Texas. You familiar with that at all, Mr. Buhner?
Texas boy, I like it.
Jesus Sucre, RBI ground out the fly out today. Bumgarner now perfect through 7 and a 2-0 Giants lead at home against Colorado. And Sucre strikes out in a quick 1-2-3 inning in the 6th. To the 7th we go here at Safeco. what they need, a starter getting deep into this ball game. Right now we take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Wrap it up with the Rangers, their final visit to Seattle. Wrap it up tomorrow afternoon. A day off at home on Thursday.
Hello.
Novel, isn't it?
It's a day and a half day off is what that is.
Give me one.
That's not just a day off.
Right you are, Hall of Famer.
Pepsi's by the pool tomorrow afternoon.
And then the Nationals come to town, then back on the road. And big games with the Athletics next week and the Rangers down there.
Well, I think that's a perfect timing for a day off. Let the boys recharge a little bit, some home cooking, and then back to work, buckle up, because it's down to the wire, man.
Coming into September.
Be a good challenge for them facing Washington. That's going to be a heck of a series. I am going to be tuned into that for sure.
And hopefully they enjoy it, because they only have one
more. I know.
That's it.
Nice timing at the beginning in April.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And Rosales, the battery's 0 for 2, a fly to center, a strikeout.
But you know what? I'm a firm believer down the stretch. I don't want any days off. I mean, let's keep playing. You're running on adrenaline anyway. You're playing for something. Just keep playing. I don't want a day off and get out of the routine and the rut a little bit. Just keep the blinders on and keep right on going.
Yeah, at this point, you're through the grind of it.
Exactly.
That's when it's fun.
It's a finish line.
Right.
And that guy, I was talking to him earlier. He is. I mean, it's what it's all about. He's got the boys lined up in a good spot and ready to finish strong.
Well, for what it's worth, he's got my vote for Manager of the Year, American League.
Oh, I would agree.
Done a great job.
Yeah, done a great job. Taxi now 102 pitches. Danny Farquhar getting loose in the bullpen.
Most pitches James has thrown this season. Did he go?
Checking. Yes. No. Oh, come on.
Tim Timmons down at first.
There's Danny.
Today was picture day, the official team picture, and then they had a group of the bullpen. That was pretty cool watching those guys. And they had one pose with their arms up in the air. It wasn't for don't shoot. It was like for, hey, we got it done. You know, it was great.
That's one of the really cool things here at the ballpark. See that young man standing there. I mean, how close he is to Danny, and getting a chance to watch him throw his bullpen before he comes into the game. He is right next to him. Look at that. Great shot.
Hecklers for that visiting bullpen. Man, it can get ugly.
2-2 pitch.
It's kind of how it was in Chicago when we go out there and have that beer garden out in right field. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. $20,469 on hand here. Paxton 3-2 to Rosales. Hit it well. Ackley tracking. He's there for the catch. Tom Glasgow, what do you have for us?
All right, Dave from the Ford Sports Desk. Let's get everybody up to date on what's going on this evening in terms of the top spot in the American League West. So we go down to Anaheim, check in on the Angels, who are rolling tonight against a Marlins team that hammered them last night. 7-0 Angels. If that continues, they will take over sole possession of first place in the AL West as the A's lost tonight at Houston.
All right, Tom. One down, 7th inning.
Oakland, the wheels are starting to get a little rusty over there, aren't they?
Injury
some issues, yeah.
How about the catching? They've had to bring in Soto from this ball club with Jaso he's on a 7-day concussion.
And then Doolittle going down. That hurts him.
I was
big
watching
time.
that when it was the last inning. He got a save, I believe it was Saturday night, and he threw that last pitch and started reaching for his ribs.
So was it his oblique or something?
Got an intercostal problem, so he's on the DL for one. That kid's been he's been a lights out closer for him. One to choice. He took Chavez to the track leading off the 5th. Popped out to Seager in the 2nd. Off-speed pitch there, 80 miles an hour, 1-2. Baxter strikes out choice. To his 4th K. 2 away here in the 7th. It's now time for you to tweet your photos using the hashtag MarinersFanPhoto for a chance to have it shown later in the game. Brought to you by AT&T. Bring up Robinson Chirinos, strike out for walk tonight. Aaron Brooks of the Chicago Bulls by way of the University of Oregon. And his former coach, Ernie Kent, now at Washington State, going to throw out the first pitch in tomorrow's game.
Boyd McClendon out of the dugout. Great shot right on the forehead.
We were just talking about Jaso over in Oakland. That's one of the reasons why they had to do what they did, picking up Soto. A little concussion deal.
Clint Fagan trying to support him.
I got you. You take care of me, I'll take care of you.
Oh, goodness.
Hello. Right off the helmet.
Thank goodness these guys over the last, how many years? We're talking 40 years, thanks to Mr. Bench, have been wearing the helmet. 40 plus years.
Yeah, because that would have left a mark. Rob Nodown, the assistant trainer. They got some good ones down there with him and Rick Griffin, 2 of the best, man. So he's just checking him out and making sure the cobwebs are all.
Well, he's putting him through the paces. I mean, again, with concussions, you don't want to take a chance, and he's just asking him a series of questions. And apparently, he was getting the right answer because Sucre will stay in the game.
Yeah, normally they make him do the follow the finger deal and the whole testing. I didn't see that taking place, so I think he's confident enough that he's okay.
Says he's good. A little thumbs up and a wink. Occupational hazard. Chirinos a catcher. He can relate.
Pop those ears a little bit.
Yeah, right. Mariners with a run in the first, run in the second, 3 in the fourth with this 5-0 lead. 5 runs on 6 hits, no runs, 4 hits for Texas. Go down to Timmons, did not go. Leadoff double in the 8th by Colorado. Breaks up the perfect game bid by Madison Bumgarner. Gets away 2-2. Justin Morneau, line drive double to break it up. Two pitch. Mariners in the home 7th will have the top of the order. Jackson, Ackley, and Cano. Two count with 2 outs and nobody on. Run full.
I think it's safe to say this will probably be his last hitter.
I would think so. 116 pitches for him so far.
See if he can end with a flourish. 3-2 pitch. Walked him. Lloyd's going to come get him.
That didn't take long at all.
No, it didn't. 6 2/3, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, and the big picture, he did give the Mariners what they were looking for, some depth into this game. And James Paxton in line to pick up his 4th win of the season. Danny Farquhar, member of the best bullpen in baseball, coming on, and a nice ovation for James Paxton here at Safeco Field. From the rules of wireless restrictions. Boys, Paxton gave the Mariners everything they needed.
Well, they needed a strong start from Paxton, and that's what they ended up getting. And he looked good doing it. 97 miles an hour, topping out with his fastball. Had a good curveball tonight. Used his cutter effectively. Had to throw a number of pitches, 118 pitches for him, but overall, thought he pitched extremely well. 6 2/3, 4 hits, did not give up a run, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. 68 strikes out of the 118, so good outing for James. And again, because he hasn't pitched a lot this year, he doesn't have the innings under his belt. Lloyd able to leave him out there a little bit longer than you usually would, but he should be fine.
Most pitches he's thrown in a game, 118. Previous most was 99.
Nice job of grinding it out. I think it's safe to say he was effectively wild, but he made some pitches when he had to.
And he should get an extra day with the day off on Thursday, so it's all right.
Strike one for Farquhar.
Danny Farquhar will take over for Danny. His 54th appearance on the year, 2.56 ERA, 64 strikeouts to 16 walks, opponents hitting just 229.
Oh, cutter's been a deadly pitch for him, hasn't it?
Yeah, his fastball will be 94 to 95 miles an hour. Cutter right around 90. That looked like the changeup.
Right center field for Jackson. And Farquhar comes in, gets a quick third out, and that'll do it for the Rangers. Home stretch time here at Safeco Field. A 5-0 Mariners lead. seventh inning stretch is brought to you by Washington's Lottery and the Department of Imagination. What would you do if you won? $20,469 on hand here, enjoying the Mariners' 5-0 lead. Seventh inning stretch, our Subway in-game box score. And you'll see some good contributions. Cano with a solo home run. Seager was got a base hit and a run scored. How about Indy Chavez?
Again.
Inserted, right, late, about an hour or so before first pitch when Chris Denorfia had to pull himself out of the game with a stiff neck. Sucre with a RBI ground out. Good production.
Austin Jackson with a triple in the right center field gap, and he's going to lead things off here in the bottom of the seventh inning.
Second inning of work for John Edwards. He went 1-2-3 against the bottom third of the order in the sixth. AJ tonight with a triple to deep right center field after grounding out the short, popping up the second. Oh, 0-2. Inside for a ball, 1-2. Braxton, Ackley, and Cano here in the seventh. Well, tip of the cap to James Paxton. 6 2/3 shutout ball. Foul tip. Center fielder Robertson way over at right center for Jackson. And he strikes out on a 1-2 pitch, 1 away. We have another Coors Light Silver Bullet Saturday on August 30th versus the Washington Nationals. First 400 fans 21 and older in the pen during early happy hour at the Rail Bar. Receive a Silver Bullet Saturday t-shirt and extended happy hour pricing until first pitch. Plus, catch a specially marked Coors Light ball during Mariners BP that day, and you can win tickets to an upcoming game.
Justin Ackley continues his hot hitting. Solid line drive right back up the middle.
Odor can't get it. Another base hit. Odor was way over towards the line, and Ackley with his second hit.
I think even if he gloves it, he probably beats it out.
Yeah, with that speed.
Yeah. He's been fun to watch. Had a base hit to drive in Jackson after his triple and staying right back up the middle again.
He has reached that status, Mike, since the second half of the season. Difference maker.
He has been, no question.
Revived 95. Not bad, Mr. Buhner. Revived 95.
I like it. I'm feeling that. Feeling that same that good old feeling, right?
Dave Niehaus said, I think in 2010, no, it was 9, and Junior hit a home run. He said, the old time religion's back. Remember that?
I do.
Boy, I'd love to see that happen, too.
Oh, my goodness, you kidding? To Cano. No sooner had Mike talked about how Cano had been peppering the Hit It Here Cafe during BP on a 1-1 pitch in the first inning, nobody on. He went deep. His 12th home run, his 71st run batted in.
A little muscle memory, huh? It's funny what a good BP can do, isn't it?
Just to get a feel for it.
Just
where the barrel is.
Yeah, just carries over into the game.
They're playing him deep out there. Michael Choice makes the catch.
There's a missile there.
Take a look at our Delta Airlines keep climbing wild card standings. And there are the Mariners tied with Detroit right now. Yankees creeping in. Indians hanging around. Oakland 5.5 clear, but Oakland lost tonight. Houston got them.
Oh darn.
Here's Morales. Fouls one back. Kendrick's tough night, 0 for 3.
Well, you can even see the look on his face right there. That's a fastball that's up and in the middle of the plate, fouling it back.
Yeah, he knows that's one he should have moved forward.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Now you got to flush it and get locked back in.
Ball 1. John Edwards on in relief of Nick Martinez. John in his second inning. Martinez went 5 innings, 6 hits. Just a strike. 5 runs all earned, 4 walks, no strikeouts. Job by Rosales. That'll do it for the Mariners. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. 5-0 Seattle as we hit to the 8th.
Hams leading the Rangers 5-0 as we get ready for the 8th. Tom Glasgow with you from the Ford Sports Desk. Hey, it's time to take a look at our AT&T fan photo of the game, and it comes from Adam. And Adam writes, having a great time at the Mariners game. There he is. Now, we don't know who Adam is with. Let's just guess and say fiance. And if that's not the case, Adam, what are you waiting for? Tweet your photos to hashtag Mariners fan photo for a chance to be shown in an upcoming broadcast. Let's send it back upstairs.
All right, Tom, thank you. Leonys Martin pinch hitting for Daniel Robertson. And Martin will take over in center field. Danny Farquhar, he's on in relief of James Paxton. Jay, safe to say that Mr. Paxton answered the bell tonight.
Yes, he did. He got his work in, too. I like it. Lloyd stretching him out a little bit. Why not?
Fishing on that one, 2-2. Got the old picket fence on the hit total for the Texas Rangers. They hit in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. That's it. Easy play for Cannell. One away, get downtown from the airport for only $2.75 on Sound Transit's Link Light Rail. See how easy it is at soundtransit.org. 20,469 here watching the Mariners. A rebound from last night's 2-0 loss to the Rangers. There's Elvis Andrus, 0 for 3. Breaking ball, strike one. This bullpen's amazing. All sizes, shape, angles.
You go from 74 to 96.
Have some.
It's a 92 cutter.
Wow, to the table. Cutter in there for strike two.
Good location, too. Can't get hurt down there.
Right field, Indy had him played perfectly, 2 away.
Working the elevator. Work the ladder right there.
Jim Adducci's going to pinch hit for Alex Rios. And this Friday, grunge will never have looked so good. That's because we're lighting up the sky to songs of your favorite Seattle artists for our third and final fireworks night of the summer. Enjoy a soundtrack that includes everything from Pearl Jam to Jimi Hendrix to Macklemore. Celebrate Seattle when you get tickets to Fireworks Night versus the Nationals at Mariners.com.
A little crosstown traffic, huh?
Yes, sir. Now we're talking.
I'll tell you, the last fireworks show was pretty impressive.
Yes, it was.
You got some good tunes to listen to and watch.
Fishing been good for you this summer?
Fishing was good. Real good. The Madison was on fire in July. Little night fishing, too, down with the Grizzlies. That's always fun. Just make sure you can run faster than your buddy next to you, and you're all good, man.
You sure you're still able to do that?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's why I do it. That's why I mix in a little P90 from time to time to make sure I can get my fat brother. Although I will say he came in better shape than I did, so luckily he brought his slow buddy with him.
Good work here by Farquhar. Got a 1-2 count on pinch hitter Jim Adducci. Foul.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that bullpen's got a little friendly competition going down there, too. Everybody that comes in, don't be the guy.
Tom Wilhelmsen, Charlie Furbush, Dominic Leone.
A lot of great stories down there on how they found those guys, you know, especially with Tom. I mean, come on.
And how about Maurer coming back? Total of 180, huh?
Yep. Coming in throwing 98 his first time back out of the pen.
Where was that pitch, huh?
Right down the middle.
2-2.
So you bring back replay for that.
Come on, that's right there. Well, you're not the first person I've heard say that one. Jeez. Three and two.
Yeah, he got crossed up back there. Oh, throw the knuckles.
Farquhar very effective tonight, retiring all 4 men that he's faced. A 5-0 Mariner lead. Manny Farquhar shining in this outing here this Tuesday evening. Set down all 4 men that he faced and explodes a bat here of Jim Adducci in the process with a final out, top half of the 8th inning. Been a good night for the Mariners. They bounced back after losing 2-0 last night. RBIs by Cano, Ackley, 2 for Chavez and 1 for Sucre. So we look at Alex Claudio takes over for the Rangers.
Another recent call-up for the Rangers. They've had a number of them this year. Just 4 innings pitched for him, 4 strikeouts. Hasn't walked anybody. Not a hard thrower at all. Really good changeup. That's his best pitch.
You know, it's bad. The last 2 guys, one was 62, and the next one's 65 coming in.
I had 65 at one point. I was all right with it.
In
Though,
spring,
at the time,
spring training.
I didn't care.
I agree. Meal money's good, isn't it?
Hey. Better than those bus rides.
Absolutely. Or the 6 a.m. flights.
Lenis Martin takes over in center field for Daniel Robertson. Alex Rios gives way to Jim Adducci in right out, and that's Michael Choice in left. One for 3 night, a run scored and a stolen base for Mr. Seager. Seager, Morrison, and Taylor here in the 9th and the 8th, beg your pardon, at the bottom of the 8th. Seen our share of funky deliveries this year. This guy just moved to the head of the list.
That 65-mile-an-hour changeup.
He's getting quick pitch too. That's what happened to him the second strike. That's why he stood up there. I was wondering what was going on, but
Odor in the right place. Arms, legs, shoulders.
Circle change.
A lot going on. Yeah. Try to focus on the release point as much as you can, soften things up.
Logan Morrison 0 for 2, a run scored, 9-game hitting streak on the line. Or 2 to Lomo. Mariners get going early. First inning, Cano with a home run. Second inning, Sucre an RBI ground out. 4th inning, 2-run double by Chavez and an RBI single by Ackley. The other part of the story, James Paxton went deep, 6 2/3, 4-hit shutout ball, 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. Longest outing by a Mariners starter since last week in Philly when Iwakuma pitched 8 innings. Win against the Phillies. 8 innings on 4 hits. Shutout ball. 5-2 Mariner win last Tuesday. Salas. 2 outs here in the 8th. Wrap up your family summer with a great afternoon at Safeco Field this Sunday for Boeing Salute the Kids Day when the Mariners host the Nationals at 1:10. All youngsters are going to score a cool Robinson Cano lunch cooler bag. Perfect back to school accessory. Then after the game, you're invited to circle the diamond just like the Mariners slugger. Get ready for family fun when you pick up your tickets at mariners.com. There's Chris Taylor. Walk, single and a run scored in the 4th and a ground out in the 6th. 2-0. Striking the outside corner.
Wow. Okay.
That's what they call it.
5-0 in the 8th. You got a rookie throwing to a rookie. Okay.
Green 1. Alex Claudio, 6'3", 160 out of Oncos, Puerto Rico. That's funny. How they got everybody to do that at the same time? That's pretty good. Be here this fall as Big Sky Conference football kicks off on Root Sports, presented by your local Ford stores. Watch the Eastern Washington Eagles take on the Montana State Bobcats. All the action begins Saturday, September 20th at noon Pacific time in the home of Big Sky football, Root Sports. Indy Chavez. It's at ball 1. Indy with a walk, a 2-run double. Fly to center. At least in that section, it's like a SEC football game broke out.
Someone got a scouting report, didn't they?
Swing and a miss, 1-2. I just thought they were trying to start the wave. Getting on Claudio's case pretty good. 1-2. But he played Beltre. Backhand and E5.
Oh, AB. Little peaky.
Sure enough, his 11th error.
He was just getting himself ready to fire it across the diamond. And
I thought he peaked a little bit, but he did. He just clanked you very much.
Sets up Sucre, 2 out, 2 on. Because of the unusual nature of Claudio coming set, the fans having some fun at him with him as he looks right at him. Watch. You don't miss much. It's pretty funny. Sucre's got a good count here, 2-0.
Looks like they're losing a little enthusiasm for it, though.
A lot of exercise up and down. Well, maybe not. That's pretty good. They heard you and they rallied. Sucre looking for his first big league homer. They out front 2-2. Mariners got shut out last night. They're turning the tables this evening. 2-2, 2 out, 2 on. Way out front, fooled him big time. Man.
Bugs Bunny.
Yes, indeed. 5-0 Mariners. Even Sucre's laughing. Seattle Mariners baseball here on Root Sports, being brought to you by Pizza Hut. Make it great. And by your Northwest GMC dealers. Ferry making another run. The Mariners a 5-0 lead over the Texas Rangers. Middle game, 3-game set. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Mariner Hall of Famer Jay Buhner on hand. Danny Farquhar. We came on to get the final out of the 7th inning. Pitched a 1-2, 3/8. Bud McClendon asking him to finish it up. Adrian Beltre, JP Arancibia, Adam Rosales, 4, 5, and 6 here in the 9th inning for Texas. Nice play by Taylor. Throws out Beltre, 1 away. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Former Mariner Mike Karp does some pinch hitting now for Arancibia. Karp started the season with the Boston Red Sox, was with them last year, got a ring. .167 as a pinch hitter. On the season, 178. Karp released by the Red Sox a few weeks ago. Two and 0 to Karp.
Had a nice run over in Boston, didn't he? Might have lasted. He just couldn't get healthy.
Claimed off of waivers August 3rd. Red Sox picked him up from the Mariners in February of 2013. And he's aboard. Karp in 40, check that, last year 86 games with the Red Sox. With 296 with 9 homers and 43 runs batted in.
He got some big knocks for him down the stretch too. Some big home runs.
There's Rosales. Adam 0 for 3. Mariner pitching has held Texas hitless since the 5th inning as Karp takes second, and difference there. Tosses in, strike 2.
Rodney starting to loosen up out in the pen, just in case.
Swing and a miss. Rosales gone. Big breaking ball from Danny Farquhar. 2 away.
It's 12-6 curveball from Danny. That's a good one.
Bottom dropped out of that.
Yeah.
Looked like it was going to be right there, and then bam.
Michael Choice, a left fielder. Farquhar not messing around. Strike 1.
just off the outside corner.
A strike away from putting this one in the books. Clark, quick worker, ready to go. 2 outs, man at second, 20,469 on hand here. Pitch from Danny, and it is down low. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. Long look by Farquhar. And he's set. The pitch. Got him, struck him out. And the Mariners win it. Bounce back is what they needed. A bounce back is what they got. A 5-0 win over Texas. Evens this series in 1-1, and that's win number 72, surpassing last year's total. 5-0 Mariners. A lot of smiles around the building here tonight. We'll be back with our post-game activities right after this.